Good morning. It is Monday, March 21st, 2022. I'm back here for Daily Shakeup number 504. And today we're going to continue the conversation about culture. On Friday, I threw out the challenge. Is Peter Drucker right or is Peter Drucker wrong? Peter Drucker is the one who decades ago posited that culture eats strategy for breakfast. And I argued on Friday that culture not only eats strategy for breakfast, but lunch, dinner, brunch, and every meal in between. The point is, we say we believe in culture, but do we actually act as if culture matters? Over the weekend, I was speaking at a conference in Miami, and the topic was building culture, nurturing culture. And I shared a lot about the people-centric view of culture. And as we were doing a wrap-up session on Friday, one of the participants said this. He said, I've been listening, and what I'm taking from this is it seems like we need to start looking at culture from our people's perspective. Let me say that again. He said, it seems like we need to start looking at culture from our people's perspective. Yes, and amen, and yes again, because that's the only perspective of culture that actually matters. We think it's our intention about culture, whether it's we, the owners, we, the leaders, whoever created the culture. As you know, my definition of culture is values in action. So we're looking at our values and our culture, what we want to stand for, what our experience is going to be. And we often set attentions top down, but the perspective that matters most is bottom up. Because your people will tell you what your culture is or not. Your people will tell you whether you're meeting your stated intention around culture or not. I'm not talking about one person, but I'm also not talking about some collective vote. If you really want to know the state of your culture, talk to your people. If you really want to be committed to your culture, engage your people, because culture relates to your people. You can have all the strategy in the world, but your people determine what kind of experience they're having as they work and pursue the goals of this organization. That's the culture. Your people experience whether you have values, what they are, and do you really walk the talk. I'll go back to that statement again. We need to look at culture from our perspective of our people, because that's the perspective that matters. That's it for today. Keep taking care of yourself and everyone around you. By all means, stay connected.